my friends, welcome to another episode of Try Bonsai. It's your boy Banner, and continuing from yesterday, today is the 10th of March. My friends, it's a lovely Sunday afternoon, and as I said, there were 2 ironwood trees that we had to repot. So, as you could see, this is the second one in our container. So let me bring you all in closer to see what is happening with this. All right, my friends. So as you can see, it is in this container, and since it has been in my possession, I have not changed the container. Now, yesterday I said that I would have had it since last year. It could have been the year before as well. You know, it might not have. Actually, it was the year before. So I never change this thing. And here is where I took an air layer. And as you can see, it's healing over nicely. And I even attempted a bit of wiring, and I can't remember what was the purpose of this wiring. But my friends, it grew and grew and grew and grew, and it all out there. And it also has a branch coming up here. So we have some growth going on with this. Now, however, like yesterday, we don't know what is happening with this root system. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut it out of the pot. As you can see, the soil is a bit wet because I wet it. I wet it. Anyways, I'm going to take it out of this container. Sorry, I'm going to cut it out of the container, and I'm going to use the hose to spray the dirt or to shoot the dirt off of the roots, and let's see what's happening with this, and let us pot this up and let me get going. And hopefully, my friends, we kill these 2 ironwood trees. Yeah? So, let me just go. So my friends, as you could see, we have taken this thing out of the container. And I didn't show you the bottom of the other plant yesterday, but I'm showing you the bottom of this. And as you can see, they're using the same, it was in the same 1/8 gravel stone, but like they put, the previous one, I put all the stones to the bottom. So I don't know what happened in here, but I have to get this out, and let's make quick work of cleaning this up. But hold on, before we make quick work of cleaning this up, let me bring you all in to see what is happening here. Yeah, my friends. So here what happening. This is a stone. I don't know how deep or what type of stone this is. If this is a shallow stone, or if this is a root over rock by chance or by purpose type of situation. So let's get to clearing this up, and we go see what is happening, and if this is a little treasure that we get here. Yeah? Okay, my friends. So, all you see, I did a lot of raking with my root rake, and I finished up by washing the root ball. And this stone, this is a stone here, so that is stuck between, locked in place by this root. Now, I don't have anything to hold it up. Let me see if I can hold the camera with one hand and the planting with another hand to show you all what happening here. So give me a sec. So my friends, what is happening here? Look at this, or these series of roots here. And it has some really big roots coming out, creating that kind of a root spread. And this stone, this piece of lava rock, and I want to be, I don't know when that got there, if it was there all the time or what is the situation, but I know it's there. And the root has held on to it real tight, very, very tight. There are some other roots to the bottom. So you have like this coming down here. And as you can see, all of the roots are pointing downward because of the kind of container that it was in. So, my friends, let us get to making those really tough decisions and see where's the happenings with this. And the other decision that we have to make is what we're going to do with this top. Is it that I'm going to leave all of this right now as it stands, or am I going to remove it and start a whole new top? I think, and I'm not putting any commas in my sentences, but I think what should happen to be able to maneuver around this root system better, and for the amount of roots that I have to take off, I'm going to have to cut off some. So that is what's going to happen. So we're going to deal with the roots, and I'm going to take off the top, and let's get this in our pot. So let me just go.
This time, I am all wrong the waist, and this was a statement to me. It's the most I've seen in this colony. So charging for unlawful possession. Oh my Lord, no bail for the Ironman. I know in trouble. 5 o'clock in the morning. These women.
All right, my friends. So this is what we have happening here. Bring it in a bit closer. This is what we have happening here. Not the neatest, not the cleanest of jobs, but it's what we're working with for now. You know, I don't think it's advisable that I take off anything more, or I try to do any kind of directional anything. I cut back enough, and I left some roots to grow out. I'm going to put it into this older pot. It's a bit deeper, but it has some width to it, so that when the tree sits in here, it'll have space to spread out. You know, as you can see, I took off the top. I didn't take everything off because I'm undecided as to what is happening with this top. So when in doubt, choose another route. So I opted to remove some of the heavier items so it wouldn't place as much strain on this menial root system that we have happening here, right? And let's hope that this, as I keep saying, I hope I kill the plant and them. But go brave or go home, right? So the drainage screen is in here. However, I'm going to dirt on that side. So let me go and get some dirt, fill this up, pot this up, and let me set this tree off. Yeah?
If you see women inside the place, and it's a woman magistrate who try me case, well, after the police give evidence, she call upon me for my defense. But he say before she come to a conclusion, I had to come home in your house to see the giant. Well, let me tell you, she came by me.
Okay, so we finished with putting this tree into this pot, or this plant, wherever you choose. Yes, at this stage. Now, as you can see, it comes up. It has some slight bends to the trunk. ever so slight bends to the trunk. And there's this shoot that is coming off on this side, and there is this wobbly bench. But there is this branch that comes off at basically a 90-degree angle and turns up. Now this, as I say, I ain't too concerned about this right now. What I'm concerned about is the plant surviving, the tree surviving. So this is it for the hour, my friends, where this is concerned. So with that, let me give you a little bit of I don't want to call it, is it an update? Yeah, or maybe just a little view on some of the things that, I have to do, and some of the things that I would have done already. So hold on. So my friends, as I mentioned, it's a nice sunny Sunday afternoon here in Trinidad and Tobago. And the first update or view is this retusa, this ficus retusa that I have planted over a rock that extends all the way down into this spot here. As you can see, it's doing quite well. I would have done some pruning to it and it budded out very nicely, and roots are growing all over. Yeah, so we have that happening here. Right next to it is one of my kryptonite trees, a juniper. Ah, yes. That's all I have to say about that. Yes, that juniper. Now, next to that, I have this small leaf elm. This is an area that I did, right? And it's rather tall. It's a very, very straight trunk. So, it's to make up my mind what it is I'm doing with this when that time comes. Next to it, in the back here, is a Suriname cherry. So, you can see the trunk, the base of the trunk, and let me let you see the root system. So it's coming along nicely, and I have to do some pruning to this and start pruning and pruning from a directional standpoint with this, Then I have, right next to that, I have here a guava tree, strawberry guava. Let me get down so you can see the root system, the base of it. So this is the base, and it comes all the way up, and it spreads out. I've just been letting this grow, and it spreads out, and it goes and goes and goes. Right? Hi. In the back here now, this is another ironwood that I have. And it is doing well, although I think it needs a little more sun. And I need to pay it some attention. Next to that, I have this, my first ever root over rock attempt. And this, my friends, is a cherry tree. Root over stone. Because this is a makeshift rock. This is concrete and stone that I picked up in the yard, and I tried something. And it has been growing, and I've been cutting back and trying to ramify in the earlies. As you can see, this Very big bend. This is wire work that I would have tried. And this was way, way, way in the earlys when I just started. Just started, basically. Hi. Here I have another small leaf elm. A cutting. And it's growing and growing, and you can see the length of growth. I've cut this back a few times, and I yet, to be quite honest, yet to figure out what I want to do with this. So that's that. Next to this are my rain trees, my Brazilian rain trees. And I have to be very cautious of how I'm going in. As you can see, it's planted next to or surrounding a rock. So I have to check back to see how long it has been there so that I could see how well it fused or if it started fusing. And I have another rain tree here. You know, and it's growing and growing and growing. So we have some work to do with this to start, you know, making it into a bonsai. And friends, you know, to be quite honest, as I said, I'm not calling myself a bonsai artist. I'm an enthusiast, and I'm enjoying the growing phase of things, or learning how to propagate and grow things. This is another rain tree, as you can see, and you've seen what's happening with my rain trees here. They grow quite a lot. Quite a lot. Oh yes. Last on the list of updates, this is the fusion ficus, one of the fusion ficus trees that I have. I moved it from where it was and I put it in another spot, and I had to bring it back because, as you could see, it had some readjusting to do because of the amount of sun it was getting. You know, so I have some work to do where this is concerned. Right behind it is my tambran that I call the Medusa tambran. I have some work to do with that. Now this is a clutter of things that I have in the corner here. This is another planting that I have, a Ficus retusa. This is actually a branch that broke off of a tree, and I took it as is and put it over a rock and planted it and caught. And I got another broken branch and I planted it right next to, with no real, just experimenting, my friends. And as you could see, how the experiment turned out. This is a styrax that is in flower, or water jasmine. Well, you had to smell this, yes? Can't explain, it smells amazing. This is the other, oh God, fusion ficus, sorry. Lost in thought there for a sec. This is the next fusion ficus that is doing well. And when I got this ficus, I kept a little branch separate and I propagated it. And this is the little fellow that is growing up. And the intention is to make this into a very mighty little tree. And so far, we're going okay. We're going all right. Next to this, another type of ficus, Ficus sassifolia. Right, very close to the willow leaf ficus or Nerofolia ficus. Right. This behind here is the weeping podocarpus that I have, and it's weeping. Behind that, I have another podocarpus that is wired, you know, because I am trying the wire stuff. And lastly, I have here Casarina pine. Now, take you a little joke about this, and not to be too long. I got this as a gift from one of the members of Bonsai TNT, Dion Ali. Thank you so very much, Dion. And he gave it to me and he was like, Bana, let me see what you're going to do with this. Let me see what you will do with this. Never worked with this species before, yeah? Never ever worked with it. So I brought it home and I air layered it. And it was a successful air layer. This is the top that I air layered off. Boom, I air layered the thing, the bottom dead. So the bottom of it died, it started to grow and then it died. But I have this top. And what happened was that all of the branches were growing on one side of it. So, on the advice of Errol, my partner, planted it like a raft. So this is my attempt at a raft style bonsai. One of the branches in the back there has died. Seen it? But these three are going quite well. So this is yet another something that we have to get to. Alright? As I leave you, my friends, I leave you with footage of the Styrax root ball. I did not throw away the root ball, and as you can see, I get a new growth on the root ball, on the remainder of the root ball, and all of the plants, all the little roots that I took from it. Some have died, some are doing well. So this is some good stuff. This is some really, really very good stuff. I tried my best, and sometimes my best does work, sometimes my best don't work out. Anywho's, as I usually say, be good to yourself. Be good to others. Do unto others as you would like them to do unto you, my friends. And always remember that our climate is our responsibility. We need to take care of our climate. Alright? So, until the next one, take care. Bye.